You got to break it down, but you got to be able to trust yourself in order to break it down. You go through many mood swings. It's just human nature, man. The mindsets and the low moments and the highs. And sometimes I think that people call it depression only because they don't know what normal feels like. Learning to understand your normal feelings. What a crazy place to just even want to sit in, because it's like, I don't want to be normal. I want to be recognized for this, but I don't want to be seen as that. Breaking it down. I'm a daily writer. And when you break it down inside those things that you put on paper, all of a sudden a path and a pattern begins to take shape, and you start realizing, wait a second. This could be, this may be, this should be. We've got a breakthrough. Hey, it's Arrow. I am that daily writer. And this is the Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. I document life and all that comes after. Although I do talk about being mindful in the present, I live it every day. It is my walk. I do step back to the pages stained by the nib of the writing instrument, because I know there is something there. We don't just experience life. We're supposed to be taking notes for a future that has hit every one of us so hard that we've all become numb. This is the Daily Mess. Today, I thought we would go back to December 17th, the year 2001. A piece titled, "The Forecast Predicts an Act of Blank." The forecast predicts an act of blank. Wouldn't you like to see a weatherman on TV try to get away with that? Well, the forecast said, well, he didn't say anything. He says, whatever. It's going to happen. See, we try to forecast what our mood swings are going to be. We try to forecast if we're going to be in a good mood today because maybe the dog didn't do something in the house, or the kids didn't put the toys on the floor and you stepped on them, and oh my God, if it was a Lego, you might as well just go out and buy yourself a brand new foot. The forecast predicts an act of. Somewhere lost inside my nearest good mood is the key to get there. A mind full of anger. For that expression, I'm given a heart unblessed with guilt. A mood, a mindset, a state of depression. I look to my paintings and something will explain the rhyme or reason. A music less step forward. A silence only I can hear. A motion placed inside a glass tube. And I'm trying to visualize the purpose to any reason why the piano is sitting empty. What was that title again? The forecast predicts an act of blank. You know, you could predict this guy's mood 18 years ago from today. 18 years ago. And it's written right there on his wall, the daily writing, that obviously he's in a mindset and a mood swing where he feels like that he's walking alone. And the thing is that when he's being honest enough and transparent enough to put his thoughts in front of him, it's almost like talking to a different person. Your inner core, your soul, is a different person. Who you are on the outside is what society created. Who you are on the inside is what a higher energy, God, the universe, created. And somehow, some way, you've got to get both samples of water to mix and mingle and taste absolutely incredible and not smell like it's spoiled. Somewhere lost inside my nearest good mood is the key to get there. Have you ever made that choice? The choice is that winning is the only choice you get in an everyday world. Winning is your choice. And the reason why I say it like that is because losing is your choice. Being in a bad mood today is your choice. You have the choice in the presence of now to be in a bad mood. You have a choice to shoot your mouth, to say things that you may mean, but you really didn't have to say it. And you say things in a way that bring injury to other people, or you're just trying to build a stronger team, and you say things or you do things by way of choice. It's a choice. But how do you get back to that good mood? I've always wondered, bosses that are evil. I mean, they are evil. You know they exist. I mean, all the way back to my grandfather's days. I mean, come on. The Death of a Salesman, that book. Evil, 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 evil. But yet, are they ever happy at home? Are they ever happy when they go shopping, sitting in the car, listening to their favorite song? What brings out the evilness of anybody? It's a choice. It's a choice. A mood, a mindset, a state of depression. See, I can look at my paintings and know where I was. And so, and what happened is that when I would put them in galleries, I would stand there because I always wanted to meet who the buyer was. I would be at the gallery, and people would come in and they would get their interpretation of what the painting was. And so often I would just sit there and listen to their stories. It's like, wow, how can a place that I once stood mean something totally different to someone else? It's a choice. It's a choice. They chose to look at that canvas differently than the person who put the paint on the canvas. Being aware of the choices that you make. The food you put in your body. I know, I'm not going to go there. It's the end of the year. Everybody has to lose some weight. It's just who we are. It's who we are. My philosophy is, then quit making good food. If you want us to slow down on the eating, quit making good food. Get the salt out of it. Do something. Make it like an evil thing. It's a choice to do that. When I walked into martial arts for the very first time, I did so because it was a choice to go in there, because my mind, body, and soul were screaming for something. In 2001, I wasn't that martial artist yet. I was crashing every day. I was trying to find God in places that God didn't exist inside my heart. I was looking for that one street that was going to say, okay, you've arrived. But I needed the strength of the martial artist, who later grew into a 3rd-degree black belt. I needed the strength, the confidence, the courage, the willingness to be able to stare at something that fell from my fingertips and my imagination and say, hey. The best choice that you made today was by turning that negative energy into a work of art, into something positive that you shared with another person. Somebody dropped something on the floor, you picked it up. Sure, you could have easily gone through that yellow light, but you didn't, because it might have been dangerous on the other side. There are so many different choices that we make on a daily basis, but are you aware of them? The forecast predicts an act of blank. There's an answer there. What's your choice? Because that's going to help you out when it comes to predicting your next mood swing forecast. I'm Errol, and that's the Daily Mess.